In today's digitally connected world, voice over IP and interactive voice response systems form the backbone of modern business communication. Organizations rely on these technologies to automate customer interactions, streamline support services, and enable global connectivity. However, as communication systems become more advanced and internet-dependent, they also become attractive targets for cyber attackers. This presentation explores the risks facing VoIP and IVR infrastructures and explains how organizations can secure them using layered cybersecurity strategies. Understanding these threats and protections is essential for maintaining reliable operations, protecting sensitive information, and preserving customer trust. Voice over IP, commonly known as VoIP, allows voice communication to be transmitted over internet networks instead of traditional telephone lines. This technology enables cost-efficient calling, remote connectivity, and scalable communication solutions. Interactive voice response, or IVR, complements VoIP by providing automated voice menus that guide callers through self-service options such as account inquiries, payments, and support requests. Together, these systems enhance efficiency, reduce workload for human agents, and improve customer experience. However, because they operate over IP networks and process sensitive information, they must be carefully secured to prevent unauthorized access, service disruption, and data theft. One of the most serious threats to VoIP and IVR systems is denial of service attacks. In these attacks, malicious actors flood servers with excessive SIP requests, RTP traffic, or automated call attempts, overwhelming system capacity and preventing legitimate users from connecting. Resource exhaustion attacks can also consume CPU, memory, or bandwidth, leading to service failure. Another major concern is network compromise. Attackers may intercept unencrypted voice traffic through packet sniffing, exposing confidential conversations or personal data. Protocol weaknesses can also be exploited to gain unauthorized access. In addition, phishing attacks known as vishing trick users into revealing sensitive information, while toll fraud allows attackers to place expensive calls using compromised systems. IVR platforms are especially vulnerable because they store and process valuable data, making them prime targets for fraud and breaches. To defend against denial of service attacks, organizations must implement proactive network protections. Deploying firewalls configured with VoIP-specific defense rules helps identify and block malicious traffic before it reaches servers. Rate-limiting policies restrict excessive requests, preventing attackers from overwhelming system resources. Continuous monitoring of network traffic enables administrators to detect abnormal spikes and respond quickly to suspicious activity. Over-provisioning infrastructure, such as increasing bandwidth or telephony port capacity, provides a buffer that absorbs sudden surges in traffic. In addition, using service providers that offer built-in distributed denial of service protection strengthens resilience by filtering attack traffic upstream before it reaches the organization's network. Protecting VoIP traffic begins with encryption. By using secure signaling and media protocols such as encrypted session signaling and secure real-time audio transmission, organizations ensure that voice conversations cannot be intercepted or decoded by attackers. Network segmentation adds another layer of protection. Virtual private networks create encrypted tunnels for remote communications, while virtual local area networks isolate voice traffic from other network data, reducing exposure to threats. Monitoring tools play a critical role as well. By analyzing call patterns and traffic behavior, administrators can detect suspicious activity, block spoofed calls, and stop unauthorized access attempts before they compromise the system. IVR systems handle sensitive user information such as payment details, authentication credentials, and personal records, making them high-value targets for attackers. To secure these systems, organizations must encrypt data both while it is transmitted and while it is stored, ensuring that intercepted information remains unreadable. Tokenization techniques can replace real data with temporary tokens, reducing the risk of exposure if systems are compromised. Audio masking can also conceal confidential spoken responses. Strong authentication is essential as well. Multi-factor verification methods, such as PIN codes, caller identity validation, or biometric checks, ensure that only authorized users can access sensitive IVR functions and transactions. System hardening focuses on strengthening the underlying infrastructure that supports VoIP and IVR services. Keeping software up to date is critical because security patches fix known vulnerabilities that attackers might exploit. Removing unnecessary services and disabling unused features reduces the attack surface and limits entry points into the system. Strong access control policies further restrict administrative privileges to authorized personnel only. Regular testing is equally important. Penetration testing simulates real-world attacks to identify weaknesses, while static code analysis scans applications for vulnerabilities in the software itself. Together, these measures ensure that infrastructure remains resilient against evolving cyber threats. A robust defense strategy relies on multiple layers of protection working together. Encryption safeguards communications, monitoring detects suspicious behavior, patching eliminates vulnerabilities, and access controls prevent unauthorized entry. Network segmentation isolates VoIP and IVR systems from other network components, minimizing the impact of potential breaches. Endpoint hardening secures servers, devices, and applications against exploitation. Continuous monitoring and behavioral analysis are essential for identifying anomalies such as unusual call volumes or unexpected login attempts. By responding quickly to these warning signs, organizations can stop attacks before they cause significant damage or service disruption.